Vandalism straight off the bat. Santares hoodlum issue. No hats, no hoodies on Vertigo. Unless they're builder hats, of course.
They probably just put that glass in there if you think about it. Construction site and all. It's a bit rude to redo that now. For the next round, I'm sure it will be ready. Here comes a smoke and fast play from Eternal Fire. The nade will do huge damage across the board. B site is being isolated. It's that man Kyler, so good in the anchor positions on the last map. This time round, he could be in trouble. How is he alive? He's finally dropped. And the bomb might be planted now. I don't think Nine can stop this. And Major's even on the lurk, but he goes down. Where's that bomb plant?
Quite a lot of action in that mid position. Wicadia trying to defend as best he can. He's done great work. He really has, but it's not going to be enough. Goofy and Key will finish off the job, and Nine will secure the first pistol round. That was a great effort from Wicadia with the 3K. There was still more work to be done. Not on this occasion. Nine start the CT side the correct way. We'll see if their opponents go for the force buy.
Yeah, I think they needed to get that bomb down there. They had that site for a good amount of time. Sure, there's a flank coming. I'm glad Eternal Fire at least plant the bomb, because realistically, you are in a pretty awkward position with how long it's been stalled. You're losing numbers. At some point, you've got to realize, hey, maybe a minimum of a bomb plant will at least give us options in the next round. The option they've taken is a force fight with an AK for Santares. That's a fight at the start of the round he'd have loved to have taken, but just doesn't win it this time. Doesn't land the headshot against the M4. So it will be someone else's turn to have a go with that AK. Smoke up, making life awkward. Oh. Big nades, though. Oh, it's a molly that finishes the job as well.
Wicadia trying to make a difference. He's really got to find more kills, though. You can see how desperately he's trying to get his team back into this game. Love the urgency. Only Major remains then. Carrying the bomb also, so there is a chance here. 1 minute on the clock. Wicadia getting started early. New man. Understands the mission, what needs to be done. He's got the urgency that's required. Great for a player of such a young age. What is he, 19, if I remember correctly? I have to check.
Pretty sure he was a teenager. That's what my brain seems to say. I think he might be 18. For Major to do.
18 indeed. It's a long minute staring at the wall, eh?
Yeah. Might be made a little shorter here. Niner pushing. Kyler will take 5 seconds off of that minute. Banana clearly eats in between breaks. I think that was just being cleaned up there. Got to keep the energy high for this Vertigo matchup. Not been enough energy from Eternal Fire so far, though, because they have been pretty handily beaten in that round on their force bite. So Nine getting the start they would want here, and even a chance to build up some good economy. You know you're tempted. You know you want it. Leo will not get baited into a trap this time. Yeah, that's how we do.
What does that gun say? Smoke ramp? I think that M4 says smoke ramp as well, right?
Oh, it might.
Right, all for the job. I don't watch anime, but I do use the anime M4 just to trigger people.
Always good. I'm sure there's a way we can handcraft the most triggering skin loadout in Counter-Strike. Also the org skin, which also work. I think it's the, is it the, I can't remember what it's called.
Akihabara
or something, yeah.
That's quite expensive, isn't it?
Might be. It's worth
Quite
it.
pricey.
Annoys me.
Let's have a look at the prices for that thing.
There's the banana. Put it down. He didn't even clean up after himself.
Wow, it's like an octopus. Right, big rounds.
Yeah, fast cannon woxic. He really wants the ult. Who can blame him after the previous map? Eternal Fire do need to get something on the board pretty soon here.
Yeah, they need some more impact. Wicadia is the only person who's been fragging so far. Waiting out the util for now. Slow rounds are common for Eternal Fire. Sudden rise in urgency though. 2 for 1 is good for 9. 2 for 2 though is a different story altogether. Xantares looking for a third. That's a hell of a response from him. That timing. Xantares, not sure where he was shot from, it looks like. Shooting the bodies down below, creating more bodies up above. Goofy creeping, tight angle for him. Finally, he'll trade Xantares. But who's behind Xantares? The answer is no one. 2v1 now as Kyla could find himself in trouble. He's in a very specific position though, but as he moves back, he will expose himself to Major. There was no one covering mid. And it gets more difficult for 9.
Not easy to rotate over either. Goofy decides he wants to walk, but even then, Major will be watching the flank. He will be watching the stairs. Eternal Fire combined here, though. Very different positions. Goofy still has to hard read this angle, though, and it's a good off angle from Major. Just wide enough that he doesn't get hard cleared in the corner. So Eternal Fire finally finds some success, and okay, got a great start there for 9, but look at this, Xantares adjusting well, boost forward towards Minio, who swings just a little too slow behind his teammates. Then Kyla should have been aware that mid was open, but maybe he was just taking a risk there by looking towards the B stairs, and once he gets caught, the round is done and dusted. Eternal Fire finally on the board.
Multiple players on this P side and can really get the game going for the squad. Wicadia certainly one of them. Score-wise, he was cold for a while in the first map, but sometimes the job is to die, to pull the crosshair away, to create a vacuum for the remainder of the Ps to fill. Mid-round dance of utility. Smokes will be gone, and 9 will have to fall back. Just one smoke now for the CTs with a minute on the clock. Got a few flashes though. There's the first one. That's from the T's actually. I think the CTs may have thrown one as well. Either way, bomb has been dropped on the ramp now. 4 on 4. woxic still looking for his first frag. Xantares needs a multi again. He will get riddled with bullets though. woxic Wicadia again on that ramp, leaving Kyla as the last man standing. 25 seconds. Bomb still needs to be collected. This one getting more and more urgent for Eternal Fire. They'll have to concede sound cues. woxic quickly checks his left. 12 seconds to plant that bomb. It's so nervous. It's so brittle looking for Eternal Fire. Wicadia just makes it past, dodges the bullets, and now woxic can't deliver those final bullets. Wicadia's in the red. He can't take a single bullet. He's so nervous about this as well. Tyler looks to his left, dropped from his right, and Newman delivers the round.
Celebrations there for Eternal Fire. That was a really hard-fought round win. Full trades on ramp. This awkward moment where Major just about gets the kill, emerging through the smoke. Minio hanging around, also gets traded out. The re-aggression was really the moment where Eternal Fire get into an advantageous position. Wicadia able to close off the back of the info from his teammate. Eternal Fire will be in a good position now against the low buy. This should be easy pickings. Low-hanging fruit here for them. Oh, hello, hang on, Goofy. Okay, has been cleared for. Always got to make sure you know where the aggression could come from. Alex, uh-oh. Kyler doesn't even take the headshot. Almost lets Calix know he's there. Day side does look rather open right now.
Don't expect much to be happening here. So USBs. Nice work by Wicadia. Get to switch positions with someone. Keep the numbers up. Challenge is becoming more difficult for 9 then on their CT side. Their economy will be coming back to them. But if they are to get dropped again, then it may be a slow half in the short term. Woxic warming up now. He's got his sniper rifle finally.
Two on him.
He's just like lagging behind the crouching.
He was actually going to let him turn around.
It's like he was on 200 ping.
Yeah. Either way, they are all tied up here. Surprised if we have the makings of another close map in this one. Wicadia thought about the full send, and his hesitation costs him 50 health because that nade lands right on him. And continue to be just that little bit annoying around the ramp, always wanting to hang on to that control if they can. Saw in earlier rounds how heavily committed to keeping that area of the map. This time though, Eternal Fire's attention is focused elsewhere. They're walking up mid. Now they'll make a bit of noise with utility. They're hoping for good timing here. Wicadia sent in on a really aggressive mission, and that molly is so well timed. Kyler has been isolated on this B site. What can he do here? They're coming in from mid. He's got Goofy alongside him. He's traded quickly. Now Goofy needs to hold on to this control or at least get some kills here. He's looking for the fight against Major, but he goes down. Eternal Fire with a great split onto that B site, just coming out through mid. Round's not over yet.
Wonderful detail. Still needs to be closed out though. 9 creeping through. No kits. They've got to find these frags quickly. Avoiding the util. Oh, look at that swing from Eternal Fire, and Xantares won't be needed as Calix picks up the last one as well. 2 in a round for him. What a great execute from Eternal Fire, taking all the angles away. You can see they've been working hard. Great detail in their plans. Limited positions 9 can move into with all those mollies everywhere. Still got to win the duels though once you get onto that bomb site. They certainly will. That was wonderful from Eternal Fire.
Definitely feels like Eternal Fire can be at their best when they have those ideas early in rounds sometimes. When they have those set plans and set executes. Yeah, the timing and spacing was really good there. Wicadia sent in quite early, but he had to clear out those angles, and then Molly's in position, just cut off any chance of rotation. I think it was also a great round to have that specific round through mid called, because 9 had the aggressive player down into B stairs. So that player can't do anything to help towards mid. That's why Kyler looks so isolated. Still a really good round there for Eternal Fire. 9 will be feeling the pain of an eco round right now. They can get some investment, but far from perfect. Oh, those nades have chugged Goofy down to 18 health. Oh, Kyler's still popping off though.
One way to answer those grenades. Major protecting the weapon for now, but surely they'll go for a peek at some point. 9. Not much to lose in a round such as this. If they do manage to rescue that rifle, information will come with it. And who knows what will come the way of Eternal Fire. However, this is one way to protect the weapon, is to send it onto that B-bomb site now. Will Minio be checked for this? 5-7 could be very dangerous indeed. Eternal Fire has that attention to detail though. Hades goes off the diving board, and that leaves Key the last man standing. Is that a Nitro 5-7? Or is that another skin? I don't know.
That's what I was thinking. The Nitro, but I don't know.
Looks a bit Nitro, doesn't it? I don't know that there is a Nitro 5-7.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wasn't sure. Shots. Wicadia off to a really good start here. 10 kills now for the young gun. Great to see for Eternal Fire. This was the shot. Ooh, very nice. But, not much more where that came from on the 9 side. That round. 5 in a row then for Eternal Fire. Are they cooking here on Vertigo? Normally such a good map for 9, but kind of had no answers.
Does he go back? A good start for 9. Flash will allow him to post up on the angle. We can see woxic is creeping though. Wicadia is back trying to take away the rifle support, but Hades has delivered another one. Finally getting dropped. McKee is here to pick up the slack. 4 on 2. Great aggression for 9. Not sure how much Eternal Fire can do about this. Key's able to escape as well. Looking for the swing. He had a bit too hungry on this occasion. A nice situation on his 4 on 2, and Minio almost gets popped as well. There might be life to Eternal Fire yet in this round.
Tyler's position is not an easy one to clear though. Eternal Fire wants to come back. How the hell do you pre-aim this angle? The answer is you simply don't. Major walks into his doom, into his demise. Likely into a round loss for Eternal Fire. Nice little angle there from Kyler. Alex, I think, trying to give himself some space to save by clearing out some of these angles. Really gets that fight, but Kyler wins it for 9. Back on the board after losing a few in a row. Little celebration there. This angle from Hades, so strong. When you don't use utility against it, it doesn't get flashed, it doesn't get forced away by a smoke. Aggression nearly costing 9 there on ramp. See how important that ramp control is for them. They're putting a lot of emphasis on that. It'll be costly at times if Eternal Fire can win those fights, but not this time. 9 finally get their 4th round win. Now Eternal Fire upping the pace. Hades spotted that player early. Woxic has been denied by the Flames as well.
Big swing, spots one by the sandbags. That's going to kill some time then, unless they can find a way to deal with him. Xantares drops in the meantime. There's Key popping out. How has he managed to steal a kill there? They knew he was there. They're getting absolutely mauled. What's going on in this round?
Love to see the Minio kills. I'm pretty sure it was just that standard wall bang through the metal. And then, like you said, a bit of a steal of a kill from Key as well.
Devastating effect. Have a look at this. Bodies strewn everywhere. Money completely broken for Eternal Fire. It's been a nice run, but that is the one way to stop it dead.
Poor Alex. Previous round got no opportunities. Same in this one. Nine recovering well here. Fire's money is going to be pretty bad. Hate Calyx doing some damage here if you're an Eternal Fire fan. Wouldn't want 9 to survive with 5 and build up that CT economy towards the end of this half, but looks like Calyx would rather try to save. Counter-terrorists win. This makes me uncomfortable, having to look both ways, but I think he is fine. They won't push him. The rest of the team might struggle to buy on the Eternal Fire side, but let's see, this was the nade from Minio. Oh, into this wallbang. I'm pretty sure he just went back for the same for a second time round, yeah. That wallbang is, when they're moving towards the sandbags position, sandbags on the ramp, it will get them. It will really cut them down. So credit to Minio. Those his angles, and those 2 kills have big impact. Eternal Fire scrape a buy, but there are 2 Mac 10s in the mix.
Oh, perfect timing. Great angle from Hades, but Xantares, not for the first time, just gets 2 afterwards. Eternal Fire immediately back into the mix, inviting rotation. Goofy's got the sound cues. Alex delivering the 3rd. No answer from 9 yet. Very tense game of Vertigo we have. Look at the back and forth. Both teams trying to keep afloat as far as their economy is concerned, but 9 will be drowning for now, it looks like. Still a dangerous 2v4 though. There still might be work for them to do. Big headshots. Xantares dropped, no response for Eternal Fire. Calyx is so close to God as well. Might want to switch weapons with woxic here, or does he? Absolutely drilling, then taking the Mac 10 afterwards. Now he can swing, get the information, leave his team to clean up if they need to. Huge round. Xantares with 2 again.
To find something here. Be aware that that player who's planted the bomb will try to reposition, but that was his opportunity. There's a player behind him. Calyx, I think, took maybe a little too long to pull the trigger there, but eventually delivers the headshot and the round along with it. So good. Hades gets the first kill, but it looks like he wasn't ready for Xantares to be so quick there. And Kyler tries to come over, but it was a great transfer. It's a good shot from Calyx as well. And then Minio, I think he might have just been spotted before he moved into trying to take that angle. So Eternal Fire decide to take a timeout. The lead 6-5. Could be a big round if they win this one. Pretty sure 9's losing bonus is not massive. And you can already see 9 having some limitations with an MP9 in this round. So if Eternal Fire could win this, they've got a really good chance of getting a solid lead at the half and really putting 9 under pressure.
Nice lineup by Wicadia. That forces Kylar back somewhat. This looks like it might be a fast one. Look at Calyx go though. He's got one behind him and never find him in time. Key on an island now as Major will trade the frags. 3-on-3 with a minute 30. Is this an Eternal Fire versus 9 game? Very prompt start all of a sudden. 9 struggle to hold on to ramp.
Surely awkward for Minio now. Solo on A. I don't know if he wants to hang around on ramp alone. It's just such a risk. They have to go back to the site. Meantime, though, if Minio could buy time, perhaps there's a flank on the cards. Goofy will start to clear out positions. Worst case, he just starts to clear out B and then can call for his teammate to rotate. That might actually be the best answer here. 2 rifles will now be positioned over on A. It's from Eternal Fire. They are coming back. That actually just leaves Goofy in a standard position with only an MP9 on B. This could get dicey here. Looks like he's going to double up with his teammate towards mid. They think that B's likely clear, but mid timing. Luckily for Goofy, he gets the info. Now Kyler can rotate.
The bomb carry he just spotted, and the MP9 is the perfect weapon for these all good engagements. Kylar picks up the second one, and that leaves Major with 11 HP. Neither team can really control this game of Vertigo for long, it seems. Major hiding in plain sight then, as there is nothing left for him to do. Back and forth continues as both teams fight for these dying rounds in the first half. 3 survive for 9 on this occasion. What an explosive start to that round as well. Have a look at this.
Yeah, you see 9 had no idea that Calyx was still here. Once he gets the kill though, Kai comes in from behind. The fights continue. And that mid round was so intriguing, but it works out nicely in the end for 9. Those A players are able to rotate back pretty quickly. Yeah, and that was a big swing round. You can see what it has done to that Eternal Fire economy. Not a great deal to work with. Hoping for a Xantares pop-off, most likely have a chance for them in this round.
Have a look at the angle clearance. Teammates take some big damage as well. Clearing out the rats. Well, there's the AK. Not lost, but no one else apart from Major has Kevlar, and he will find his way to that AK-47 with 55 HP. Running away. Those sound cues maybe give Wicadia a kill if he's patient, but he is making no assumptions. Spots the bag of money first, and he will find himself a free kill. That's one of the things about CS2 at the moment, actually. You can't rotate an agent on inspection. And obviously there are some who have the bag on the back like that, and you need to be aware of your whole model and what might be exposed depending on which one you want to buy or use. So they need to put that inspection in CS2 because it's in CSGO. So why would it not be in CS2? I have passed my comments to the devs on that. But anyway, eco round is done. Round 14. Again, it is close between these two squads. Hard to predict. Swing and a miss from Hades. And he just manages to fall back in time. They're lining up for Key, but only take one ticket. Xantares has been so good at trading his teammates. And again, Wicadia will go forth and die, but create space for his team. Xantares dependable to deliver.
Vertigo still wants a piece of this action, but he's got to be very careful here. And he is. He takes that fight against Xantares. Looks like the CT's happy to fall back from that, but they've got to be ready because Major has taken that initiative. He realizes there may be a gap in this defense. Goofy has to be the man to try and plug that gap. He's got the first with the AK. How much more does he want to fight? Which makes things awkward. He decides to put the smoke down defensively while that bomb is moving up towards the site. That molly didn't actually land, but Goofy has still backed on up. It's patient play here from Eternal Fire. Tyler on the flank doesn't want to commit until he hears something. Now the bomb's being planted. He gets the flank timing just right. Woxic needs to deliver with the AK. It's good info. Goofy has repositioned slightly. Woxic still concerned about that angle up top. He hits the headshot. They don't swing together, and Woxic nails both of them with the AK to tie things up.
That's a monster clutch. What a sexy re-peek as well. Suggesting he's going to play the bomb. Peeks again before he can even touch it. So clean. So scrappy between these squads. Looks all but over once Calyx was dropped, but look at this re-peek. Before he touches the bomb, straight in his jaw. There's the response from the squad. Confidence boost up. Confidence build up. They'll need it for a round such as this. Last round and a half, despite the win, there'll be 2 Mac 10s for Eternal Fire. A game of Vertigo versus a well-equipped 9.
Shots from Goofy. Nade will do a nice bit of damage as well. His timing though, the pace looks good, but Goofy gets his gun out in the nick of time. The spam through on point. His teammates here alongside him. Eternal Fire derailed in the last round of the half. Alex and Woxic need something special here. They are in a 2-on-5. Maybe this is the one window. A is at least somewhat vulnerable. It's just going to take them so long to try and walk up. It's so hard for them to do anything here.
Doesn't matter about the bomb plant now. 5 on 2. Well, no kit, so it matters to some degree, but surely they've got the numbers to secure the bag. Just the one flash, though. And he's found a great angle onto Calix, which makes things oh so more oppressive. 8 rounds at half-time for 9. Another close game. Another one unclear as to who has the real advantage.
Seeing victory, we ain't taking L's, death to our enemies. You see the drip on me, you cannot get with me, you cannot stop me. Sit back and watch me straight to the top. When we drop, you better join us. Boy, we hot, money in the bank, yo, we ain't playing. You should've listened when we said we staying. We ain't going nowhere, we ain't got no fear. Sit back and take notes, cause homie, we get hit. Let's get ready for the rumble. All y'all welcome to the jungle. Hold up, y'all really trying to come at me? Bring it on. Enemies all around, ready for war now. Standing on his ground, and we will not give up the crown. Fight until the end, we stay until we win. Y'all better bring it on, cause this is our battle song. Into the jungle, into the jungle, bring it on. What in the world, huh? You all in my nerves, huh? You never return, huh? When you enter in the jungle. Look in your eyes, I'm seeing trouble. You were the champ, but I'm taking that buckle. You a Goliath, but I got the sling. I'm taking your head when I enter the ring. No matter what opposition that you bring, I will be standing cause I am the king. I am the lion, this is my jungle. Like a gorilla, ready to rumble. All out till we take the crown. We ain't giving up, we ain't backing down. We the new money, about to rise up. Time to move over cause your time's up. Way too hungry, never be denied. Pain in my eyes, aiming for the skies. Better sit down, better be humble. Hope you ready into the jungle. It's all around, ready for war now. Standing on his ground, and we will not give up the crown. Fight until the end, we stay until we win. Y'all better bring it on, cause this is our battle. He's a viral! The best of the game!
Just the one round between the squads at half-time. It was unclear as to who was in charge, who had the real advantage, who was likely to win in the first map, and it feels true of the second as well. But now the sides change. Maybe it will become telling once the buy rounds begin. But first comes the pistol. Are you leaning towards either of these teams on Vertigo, Hawker?
Normally I'd try and say either way, but honestly, I'm just going to say no. I don't know. I do not know which way this one's going. I think it might just come down to a few individual moments, like that last map. Very much see this coming down to who can deliver in those intense key swing rounds. Let's see, though. Can someone take over? Can someone stamp their authority on this map? We're about to find out with the pistol. A comfortable fight there for either man. Goofy does a bit of damage, while Xantara is just playing for info. It's actually the exact same CT pistol round that Eternal Fire played yesterday. Xantara is playing for info. They stack towards B. And now that Xantara hears them, he will call for a rotation. Pressing back towards this scaffold side. Could be annoying for 9 to deal with.
How many are still here, though? They showed some sounds and for the most part fell back. Kyler's taken the B bomb site. It has been an over-rotation from Eternal Fire, although Infendus 9 are pushing both bomb sites at the same time and continue to deliver. Calyx just peeking slowly but surely, somehow getting a kill there. He's got a kill as well, so that's an important one. Only 2 remaining for Eternal Fire, and now it is just one. Calyx versus the world. May not last long at this rate. Doesn't seem like he will. Goofy charging through a 3K in that pistol round. A promising start for 9.
And now both pistols won by 9 on their map pick. They're going to have no excuses if they can't close this map. They've had good opportunity with good starts to both halves. That is, of course, assuming they can close this follow-up round where we will see a force buy out from Eternal Fire. Let's not count the chickens before they hatch. Don't worry about that bomb getting thrown off the map. It teleports back. Counter-Strike is not real life. Don't ask why it happens. It just does. Pretty dumb if you could just throw the bomb out the map, wouldn't it? Smokes are exchanged early. Utility on mid for 9 as well. Sick might not want to fight this long range with the 5-7. And a little tentative on their ramp approach. They know they've got to be careful with these close range angles, especially when you're up against MP9s.
Not being static, constantly moving, constantly showing some shoulder. Wicadia often makes the difference. Don't want to be granite on these CT positions. Starting to wonder now. Great timing from Eternal Fire. Have a look at these frags. Wonderful stuff. They couldn't ask for a better situation. Minho down to 42 HP. So much to do. Desert Eagle to the chest will be enough. That's a big round for Eternal Fire. A very big round. 4 players surviving as well. Wonderful timing. Antares finds a second with the MP9. Wicadia delivering as well. And again, I said at the beginning of this series, my measure or my focus would be on Wicadia. Young gent joining the ranks on Eternal Fire, and he is delivering time and again.
Yeah, what more could you ask for there on the Eternal Fire side? The timing, absolute perfection. They push as 9 are moving up ramp, and it just throws the round into disarray. I'm sure there was chaos on the comms for 9. Now Eternal Fire want this round to be much more standard, much more clean. They have the advantage in terms of weaponry. Happy with that start from Major. The flash on point as well. Major takes a second with that MP9. He'll repop that smoke and be happy with the advantage he's given his team. 9 were trying to find a timing gap there, but Calyx holding for it. And so any threat that 9 had with this force buy has quickly been removed. No, man, Eternal Fire might just have the edge in some of these key rounds, in some of these tight moments. They do have a good chance here to steal away 9's map pick.
Yeah, as you mentioned that, I am thinking back to that run through mid we saw with the Molotovs on their T side, and show like how much depth do they have. They're absolutely prepared for this game of Vertigo, even versus the likes of 9. Eternal Fire, I think it shows that they have been working hard, and maybe they've got some strats that they're willing to use. I feel like that Molotov strat was maybe a special one. Kind of thing you try and hold back unless you really need to use it. Certainly one of those games. Grenades going down the ramp. Oh, Xantares is going to have some work to do then. And work he will certainly do. A fast eco round is a good eco round. On to the next one. 10-9 for Eternal Fire. Will their momentum be stopped though?
They're going to need to stop it. Really good decision as well not to throw that nade. Quick switch over. Sometimes players might not have that composure, but Xantares, aware of the required task that he had to accomplish. Now, great money here for Eternal Fire, but still decided to stick with 2 SMGs. So somewhat of a bonus round here. They do have that AWP out for woxic. Quieter on this map, but now that he's on CT's side, maybe we'll see more from him. Ramp fights were so key in the first half. Speaking of, Key is the man leading the way for 9 up ramp. The full commitment yet, though. In fact, he's trying to sell a fake. The rest of the poles are playing towards B.
Dicey for Calix. Oh, opportunity knocked, but the flashbang knocked harder. 5-on-3, 9 fighting back. I love how close this game is. Surely Eternal Fire don't go for this one. Nothing left to chase. Yes, they've got money in the hole, but there's no need to throw the good money after the bad, especially on the CT side. Even the flames are more expensive. 10-10 then. Everybody's turned up to this one though. woxic was quiet on the T side, but now he's got the AWP on the CT side. Maybe things will be different. Just 6 kills for him so far. Everybody else is in the double figures apart from Hades. So he was a bit lacking with that sniper rifle. But again, it has been a scrappy game. Lots of money being spent for both sides. That was true of the first half. It seems true of the second. Eternal Fire winning their pick of Anubis and threatening to win Vertigo as well.
I think it's a really good sign for 9 that Key is playing well here. He is someone who is normally their best fragger in the online games. Sometimes has struggled when he's come to the big lands. In putting up the numbers so far in this series. Now we'll get to see the ramp take proper from 9. Last round they faked it out. This time it looks like they will get that map control they were looking for. But if they're careful, and they are, they're ready for the aggression of Wicadia. It's completely alone there, no one to assist him. So a convincing man advantage for 9.
Good map control with time on the clock. Eternal Fire have got grenades though. They've got HEs as you can see. They have incendiaries as well. They're not biting too hard on this control that 9 have taken. woxic simply waiting, holding on to their HEs as well as their incendiaries. And here comes that second pop from 9. Getting really softened up by the meat mallets in the hands of Eternal Fire. And again, it's that smoke execute. But hold on a second, what an angle from woxic. Now the smokes are gone, that bomb still needs to get planted as Flick. And 9 have massive problems. Xantares cleaning up. That leaves Kyla coming in from the back with too much to do and not enough time. Smoke execute on the A bomb side, the old usual, but you need more when woxic's on the server. Talk about impact frags. 8 kills, but how important was that one?
Now he said he might step up now that he's onto the CT side, but really impressive the way he did it in that round. Couple of AK save for Eternal Fire. They will be loving that. So good for 9. You think they're in good position, but woxic delivers a deadly shot. And Zantares comes in with this AK. Great adjustment off the back of the flash from Major. Those three work together wonderfully to win the round. And 9 have some talking to do.
That's a close loss. That's a rough loss. Can't afford too many more of those. Two AK-47s on the CT side. One in the hands of Zantares. Doesn't bode well for his opponents. Exchange of grenades and spawn, and Final will continue on. Eternal Fire proving to be a formidable opponent for them. He won't even break ground, Goofy. Off the side of the building he goes. Major utterly ready for that run boost. Another plan down the toilet for 9.
How many plans can go down the toilet before they really start to struggle here? Hope they've got a backup plan ready in this one. Many nades left for 9 either. Don't have those 2 smokes, which you would want if approaching that A bomb site to be able to try and force that bomb plant. Can go for a deeper smoke towards connector and just try and fully take the site. That is oftentimes much more difficult to do, especially with Eternal Fire still having counter utility. Boost options. Is this being watched for? It's not. It's 1. It's 2 for Zantares before he's finally spammed back.
Nice trade from Kylar, but what is left of this round? 9 are being dismantled like pieces of Lego. Kylar getting riddled with bullets through the wall. Eternal Fire are just getting all the big moments in these recent rounds. Really savage for 9. Kylar's got to scurry away to save. I wouldn't do too much hunting if I was Eternal Fire here. You know, Kylar does have the bomb. As long as he's not planting, though. Just focus on that economy for the rounds to come. 12 to 10 for Eternal Fire. They are shutting down 9's intentions round by round. He was so ready for that. Seems that Eternal Fire have got the 9 strat book on their tables as well.
Yeah, it's kind of like pretty rare that you actually see that run boost pulled out nowadays. I think because teams are quite ready for it. But it's impressive that Eternal Fire were watching for it so early. And normally you might expect that to happen once and a half, so good attention to detail, always important. I'm desperately looking for a way in here. Lost 5 out of the last 6 rounds. What can 9 do to try and change that? They've got pistols in this round, but they've got no ramp control. So committing to a B play would feel awful right now. You would feel like you're just running into a stack. Eternal Fire going to be so ready for you. I think 9 are going to have to run down the clock at least slightly. Take back that ramp control and then work from there.
Swing in mid, all 5 still alive. These pistols are dangerous. woxic's been consistent today. Dropping Goofy. 33 seconds, one smoke, one molly for 9. They've got 25 seconds to plant the bomb or die, one or the other. Maybe both. Probably both. Especially with the positions that they have gleaned at this moment. Kyler over the smoke, he has been spotted. No bomb plant then, 10 seconds. Nino to maybe try and commit to this. Nothing doing, no frags, no bomb plant. Great round for Eternal Fire. They'll be on the buy once again though. 9 taking a timeout to consider their options. Eternal Fire are creeping towards a 2-0. 9 have been faced with a great challenge by Eternal Fire in a number of rounds. Even that run boost, they were waiting for it. They weren't ready for it, they were waiting for it. And they delivered Eternal Fire.
Yeah, well handled by Eternal Fire in that round as well. Getting that early ramp control, falling back, having the riflers rotate over, and denying that bomb plant certainly helped. I think I might have been slightly concerned about those wall bangs again. So it looked like they may have slightly switched up the plant position. And Zantares was just able to spam through the smoke and get a kill without a wall bang there to the bomb planter. Even this buy from 9 has some weaknesses, but good utility at least, even if some of the weapons are missing. Oh, and woxic gets the initial opener. 9 struggling on this T side as woxic goes back for a second. They're not even getting to run their strats right now. They're just losing players too early in these rounds.
Eternal Fire still 500 HP at this point. Make it 400. Kylar forcing 9 back into this one if he can, but Zantares is here to trade. A great equalizer for Eternal Fire. And often more than equal. 4-on-2 as Minio tries to find some fights. Goofy's the one with the bomb. No, but Minio, what is happening?
Oh, and Goofy gets one as well. How has this turned? Does it turn? Because woxic's still here. And Goofy hasn't committed to the bomb plant yet, but he goes for it behind double stack. Did he hear any of this? Woxic has gone for the full-on reposition to mid. Goofy is still looking back to B stairs. Woxic might have played a massive mind game here. This looks so good for him. Reposition from Goofy though, does he get to cover? He's been spotted and now that molly can go down. It can force Goofy into the open, but he wins the fight! And 9 rob around on the B-bomb site.
How on earth has that just happened? That's crazy, but it's about damn time for 9. And they turn things back into their favor. We see so many rounds go Eternal Fire's way, but Minio with 2, they line up for him. One after the other. Even with that rotation, woxic half a second too late. Not winning the duel in the headshot position. And 9 are right back into this. But there's money for Eternal Fire. For now. This timing though from P will catch Zantares off guard. Jumping towards default. 4-on-4. Getting more exciting then. Wicadia delivering on 9. Hades is dropped, and then there were 3.
Good response from Eternal Fire after they would have been shocked with Key's position. Quickly react with a flash in for Wicadia. Gives them the man advantage. I want to do now that they're a man down. Utility is still a little awkward. They're using some of these nades towards B. Alex's position in behind. 9 gets stalled here, they could be screwed.
woxic might be the perfect distraction. Kylar stops dead in the middle of his crosshair, and the rest is easy for Calix. Pedestrian frag secures the bomb. Just back down to the bottom of the well for 9. Eternal Fire will move to 14. Maybe they should be on 15 despite the, if it were not for the great efforts of 9. But it's only going to get more difficult. Look at the money before the time runs out. It is rough for 9 right now.
One AK saved. The rest of the squad with pretty bad bank balances. They could get an AK as well. And the follow-up would be a little better on this opening kill, but no one else from 9 ready to move with that player who's beat the rest of the pack. And that mid-round move from Calix helping tremendously. The lack of utility again costing 9 when it gets to the late round. Struggled with that a few times. And there is a bit of an investment. Get another AK out into this round. Quite the full buy across the board, but it's not looking good for 9. They need a miracle right now.
Wicadia is in a very strong position. Oh, had a chance for 2. Didn't realize Kyla was in the corner. And now things become very awkward for Eternal Fire. Only 3 remaining. 2 rifles on 9. Only one of these 3 plays of Kevlar, but maybe one will be enough. Zantares continuation bursts. Catch Kyla re-peeking. Orpin and AK remain though. Hades only has 8 kills so far. This would be a great time to get a little warmer. The odd one out in this game. No utility to plant this bomb. They've got to find a kill. If they go deep enough, maybe they'll catch Eternal Fire off guard. The ruinous timing of that incendiary though. Alex playing B from CT spawn. His rotation will be a quick one. The grenades continue. If no Kevlar, that'll be quite painful. And this might be even more so. Looking for the combo is Zantares, but Major will pick up the second. Great work from Eternal Fire. They're in a very strong position indeed.
Strong step up from Zantares. Solo mid at the start of the round. He took 2 initially. This play from Wicadia, big risk, nearly cost them. And Zantares gets that gap under the smoke that's so powerful. Even though he goes down, he lobbed that nade to the site that denied the bomb plant. As he goes down to that player, his teammates can easily swing in to the open and catch that man who had no cover. 4 series points for Eternal Fire. 9 looking shell-shocked right now on the T side of their pick. They've only got 3 T rounds total. One of those was the pistol round. That ramp control has been a real issue for them in a lot of rounds. They've lost fights early. They've been put on the back foot. Eternal Fire just need 1 more to send 9 down to that lower bracket.
Good day for Zantares, eh? 23 frags. Everybody's turned up for Eternal Fire in this one. woxic was the star in the first game. Again, a team effort, but you do love to see a Zantares frag, don't you? Not the best buy for 9. Great grenades again. Just the spatial awareness and the focus. The sharpness from Eternal Fire has been great. Major gets his bell rung. He'll disengage for now. Leave Calix in position. Minutes on the clock. 2 flashes, 1 HE, 1 smoke for 9. Hopes and prayers as well. Calix has got such a good angle, but Hades just about gets there first. 14 HP for him, and Major's also lost. 3 on 4 then. woxic won't have the angle towards the left, but there's no swing just yet. Falling back to safety as Zantares dispatches of Hades again. 3 on 3 then. Eternal Fire playing for the series. 9 playing for their lives. Superior utility, but more frags for 9. 3v2. Zantares looking for more. Does he see the shadow? That's a massive headshot, and that's the series. Zantares all over the B bomb site. A 4K will take the series from 9.
Big quad kill from Zantares and a 2-0 for Eternal Fire. They take it over 9. They take them down on Vertigo as well. And they were made to work for their map pick. It was taken to overtime, but here on 9's choice, they take it convincingly in regulation. And that CT side was a